Okay, so basically, we start off with doing what's called pre-work, and there are two kinds of pre-work. The first one is where I ask you to read a certain specified section in the online textbook called OpenStax. After that, and after you take notes on the reading, I'd like you to watch a pre-work video. It's generally a 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7, or 8-minute lecture video that I've made using lecture slides that I've recorded and voiced over, explaining the pre-work reading that you just completed. Then, depending on the difficulty of the material, if it's very easy material, we skip this next step. If it's a little bit more complicated material, then we do various practice and learn activities, whether it's like Simon Says for anatomy, or whether there's some other hands-on activity that we do. Once those are completed, then you folks are going to take a mastery check. Basically, it is a quiz. It's a very quick quiz, usually anywhere from 5 to 10 questions, and usually the mastery checks are automated on Canvas, so you get immediate feedback. And if you're satisfied with your score, we can go on to the next concept. If we're still in the same unit, we go around the circle repeatedly. So now let's say you are not satisfied with your score. I'd like you to study again. Take a look at your notes again, reread the material, rewatch the videos. The videos are good because you can pause them, rewind them, watch them as many times as you want. They're housed on Canvas. And then when you're satisfied that you've studied again, you can then retake your mastery check and for a higher score. Now, the goal is not to obtain a higher score. The goal is to obtain mastery. That's the goal of this course, to master the material and master the concepts. If you're still not satisfied, you can come see me and I'll help you one-on-one or in a small group setting, and then you can try it again. Generally, the mastery checks are open for several days, and that allows you to take them at your convenience when you feel comfortable with the material. Once we're done with the unit, then we will take a summative exam, a unit exam, so basically a chapter test, and we will then go on to the next unit. Okay, so where do you find the homework? Well, go down here to the daily summary and click on what did we do today in class. Depending on how many sections I have this semester, you'd click on the appropriate section. This semester I have 2 sections, a first period and a fourth period. You click on the first period or fourth period or whatever period you're in, and everything you need to do for homework is located here. It's the daily summary. Now, as far as reading assignments, go to modules, and in Chapter 1, for example, PW means pre-work. It's what you're going to do before coming to class to give you an idea of what we're doing in class. PL is practice and learn. Practice and learn are exercises that we do, not physical exercises, but activities that we do to help reinforce new material, new concepts that we're learning. MCs are mastery checks. It's a form of quiz with unlimited attempts. We keep the best score, and you randomly get asked questions. They're randomized. The UE is the unit exam, or otherwise chapter tests. So here's the brains of the operation here. In every unit, every chapter, you're going to have something that looks like this. The Chapter 1 reading links, vocabulary, and concepts. So let's click on that. When you do that, it opens up a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet has 3 important columns. Column A on the left-hand side is the reading assignment. Column B in the middle here is special instructions and links to the figures from within the reading that I need you to focus on. And the last column, column C, is important vocabulary in each reading. For example, section 1.6 is a huge section. It's anatomical terminology. So I actually broke it up on the web page to several different sections. 1.6a, 1.6b. They each have their own vocabulary. 1.6c, 1.6d, on and on. Okay. Back up here to 1.1. So I click on 1.1. it opens up a new tab. This takes you to the OpenStax Anatomy and Physiology online textbook that we're using. And you're going to read this section because the directions here are to read the entire section. So you're going to read the section and you're going to highlight it, and you can take notes in it wherever you want to take notes, OneNote or paper, whatnot. Okay. Once you get done doing that, you're going to go back and you're going to take a look, and you're going to make sure that you look at the diagrams that I say, please make sure you look at. It's hyperlinked. It'll take you right to the diagram. There we go. Next thing you're going to do is going to take a look at the vocabulary and make sure that you've addressed this vocabulary in your notes. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go back to Canvas. And I had you read section 1.1 for homework, so now you're going to do more pre-work watching video 1.1. So here's video 1.1. It corresponds with the reading that you did in section 1.1. This video is 2 minutes and 37 seconds long, and when you click on it, a video will open up. Please watch the video and use it to supplement your notes that you took. Once you are done that, and once you feel comfortable, you will see that I have mini quizzes called mastery checks. There's no mini quiz for section 1.1 because it's such a small section, but typically at the bottom of the module, you will have mastery checks. So here's a mastery check for section 1.2 and a mastery check for section 1.3. And as I stated earlier, they are quizzes that are automatically graded by Canvas, so you get immediate feedback. And they're usually very quick, just a couple questions. And it's gauged for you to gauge your understanding of the material. And it helps me get an idea of what you know and what you need help on. Okay, so that's pretty much it for how homework works. You read the textbook and you watch the corresponding lecture video, and you take a mini quiz on it when you feel comfortable, usually within 48 hours of you reading the material.